Hello, my name is Nick. Welcome to my second vlog talking about my car. This one will be answering some of the questions that I've had a few people asking. And the question number one is relating to fuel consumption. Well, someone asked, what is the fuel consumption like? Well, it is a 6.3 litre and it is fitted with a very thirsty engine. Having said that, for a 6.3 litre, I think it's quite remarkable for what they have achieved. I believe there will be other muscle cars, like American cars, with a 6.3 or 6.2 litre that would consume far more than this one. What is so interesting about this car is when you're driving into comfort mode, it will drive to the highest gear possible. One, to save fuel. Two, is to keep the noise down. So you really have a feel when you're driving into a comfort mode that you're driving a normal E-Class. It's very silent, and I've showed it into one of my previous video vlogs. I believe it is my third video vlog, and you'll see the difference between driving into sport or sport plus or manual. It definitely makes a massive difference. So if I'm driving into a comfort mode in town, I'll definitely be saving a lot more fuel, and I can achieve, if I drive around 30 miles per hour, I can achieve roughly between 13 to 17 miles per gallon. So 17 is still going to be difficult, because if you keep stopping at the traffic, it will gradually drop further down. So if there's a lot of traffic in town, you would achieve more realistically between 13, 14, maybe 15 miles per gallon. But if you're heavy on the right foot, it will drop down. And it can drop down to 11, 10, or sometimes 9.1 miles per gallon, which I've had recently. But, you know, it is a sports car, so if you're going to be concerned about the consumption of the AMG car, then I think you should look away from contemplating buying an AMG car, if that's what you were thinking at first. When I thought about buying this E63 AMG, I did think long and hard, because the fuel consumption of my previous E350 CDI, which was a V6 engine, was fantastic. It was really great. But I've always wanted a car that sounded even better, sportier, and with a big engine. And you know, I always believe that we live once and we should be doing the best to enjoy our life. And I thought, take the plunge and just do it. And I don't regret it, to be honest. I think it's manageable. It's you know, it's not an impossible task. You can drive an E63, and well, I would go to, you know, fuel station twice a week, roughly, and if I hit down to a quarter of tank left to refill it, it will be about 65, 67 pounds to refill it. And again, I would use the premium fuel, the 98 unleaded or 97. I wouldn't go for the 95, even though the car can run with 95, but it will not give you the same performance, and I've never tried, but I would prefer going for the 97 or 98 in order to keep the performance of the car to the max. But if you're driving also on the motorway, you do an average 70 miles per hour, you could easily achieve, and that's quite impressive, 20 to 24 miles per gallon, and that is not bad for a 6.3 litre. But yeah, it is a sports car, so you know, it will give you the exceptional driving experience, and the sound is second to none. You know, you're driving on a motorway, you start driving onto sports or sport plus, the sound is truly astounding. It's just remarkable. You could be driving 7th gear, and suddenly you wish to overtake another car, and as soon as you press onto the accelerator, from 7th gear it will drop down to 4th or even 3rd gear, depending how you're driving, and suddenly you have this massive explosion of sound, and it feels like it's got a turbo, but it's not. It's naturally aspirated, and the car will sound way louder, and it's got this punch that is what AMG does really best. Now, how often do I need to change my tires? Well, I do change my tires frequently, unfortunately. But that's the thing, is when you're driving an AMG car, if you're going to be driving into comfort mode all the time, never using the power, then I think you're missing the point. The AMG should be driven as a sports car. But the rear tires are the ones that will go quickly. And at the moment I change the rear tires every 3 to 4 months. So it sounds quite a lot, but it is quite a normal thing to do. It's not that I'm driving enthusiastically too crazy. It's just because it gives so much power in the back tires that they are burning very, very quickly. So it will last me 3 to 4 months. The front tires will last a little bit longer, and now all my four tires are fitted with Falcon 453. They are sport tires. They're good tires. Performance wise, they give me a good grip, and budget wise it's not that expensive. But now that I've had the Falcon 453 for some time, I want to go for a new set of tires, completely new brand, and the one I'm going to go for is the new Michelin Super Sport Contact. I think it's called 4PS, and they are apparently the best tires ever that Michelin has ever made. So I'm going to go with these, and they're going to be in the market from March this year, 2017, and I will have them fitted into all my 4 tires, and I will do another video vlog to review about these tires, how I can compare them to the current ones I'm having at the moment. But yeah, that's roughly the vlogs I'm editing now, so that's about it really. So now I hope you enjoyed my video, and a second video vlog about my E63 AMG, and but I see you soon in my future videos that I will be publishing soon. And if you did like this video, please do not hesitate to click on like and to subscribe for more. Thank you very much. Bye bye.